Liberty. We're on a hot streak. Seemed like nobody could stop them. Buckets and Baller doing their thing. That's how they roll. Now, could Savannah and Jordyn both continue this onslaught enough to get to the playoffs? But more importantly, get to the finals and win.
Game 3 of a homestand. Which would be a 5-game homestand, and Savannah drops the 3 again. And there's the reason why she has the nickname Buckets. Savannah with the start off with a 3. Start off the game. Jordyn averaging 20 points a game. Savannah just a little bit behind her in that. And speaking of Jordyn, she gets the steal here. Right to the pass of her sister with someone in her face, and she still lands the 3. Good defense there. And again, Savannah just drains another 3. 9-point run right here on the home court of the Liberty, and they're loving this right now. But mind you, they played well last season in the regular season, but then they kind of choked a little bit in the playoffs, and then came back from behind, but couldn't do it again in the finals, which that's what mattered. Savannah unable to get that one to go. She's not buckets all the time, but she always gets clutch 3s when necessary, so. Oh, good steal there from Laney. Now, Savannah and Jordyn are once again in the MVP conversation as she tries to pop that 3 and can't get it to go. I honestly think, you know, it's a toss-up. Some people believe that it's going to be Jordyn. Jordyn getting 63 points in one game, which is absolutely insane for Jordyn. Jordyn being the Rookie of the Year, her last season, and MVP. And also, we got a trade acquisition at the beginning of the season with Candace Parker, real-life WNBA MVP, to help with some defense there, help to get some rebounds, and I believe she's averaging 6 rebounds a game, which is pretty decent. So, Laney with the 3 there, can't get it to go. So the Liberty are on par again to get back to where they were before. Well, let's see if they can actually do it. It's one thing to say that they are on a good start, but let's see if they can actually pull it off. Pass goes wild there, and unfortunately a turnover. Sykes guarded by Savannah. Savannah trying to go for the defense, and she gets the rebound. Beautiful defense there from Buckets. Now, some of you are asking, are we gonna get merch from Savannah and Jordyn? And I said on the RCW store, and yes, we will. We will get merch for those ladies there. And you can enter the command store in chat as Laney dropping the 3. There it is, 14-4 for the Liberty. And the Sparks need a desperate timeout here. Can't do anything. That's the rules of the Mycareer. By the way, I'm doing this through my league, so I don't like the Mycareer style of the WNBA. It's kind of the same as it was last year. There's no story. There's no nothing. And so I do this through my league. And the rules are I'm not allowed to do anything in terms of the coach. I'm not allowed to do any signings except when necessary. I'm not allowed to do any trades except when necessary, or anything. That's the rule. But it was Savannah that actually influenced the coach to sign Jordyn in Savannah's rookie offseason. Savannah again drops another 3. She's 17 points so far, and it's only the first quarter. And these are all custom sliders, by the way, too, as well. I don't believe in playing on, easy difficulty or whatever. I want it to be as realistic as possible. If somebody should be making threes, somebody should be making threes. And, Savannah and Jordyn both should be making threes. And obviously there's a couple of misses that you guys had seen there. You're not going to miss, you're not going to make every 3, but, the slider that it was on originally, nobody was really making 3s that they should have been making. So I bumped it up just a bit. See, there's another miss. I bumped it up just a little bit. So, but other than that, these custom sliders, I'll have to leave a link in the description of the video on the YouTube side of things for you guys to get these sliders. Coming from a nice guy that I've seen on YouTube. He had some pretty damn good sliders. I just made a couple of adjustments to my liking. Banana Brad, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. 619. Is that a Rey Mysterio reference or just a San Diego reference? Gotta ask. Rey Mysterio, I thought so. That's instantly what I thought of. The wrestling fan in me instantly thought of the 619 Master Rey Mysterio. Now, speaking of Rey Mysterio, for you wrestling fans out there, Rey Mysterio, in my wrestling universe on WWE 2K, he'll be taking on Austin Lee, the Excellence of Arrogance, at the next RCW pay-per-view. I play on Xbox Series X. I was lucky enough to get one. Now, is this dedication or what? I'll tell you guys how I got the Series X, how I was lucky to get one. So I ended up saving the money last year to get one. I ended up saving the money to get one. And I stayed up till midnight. And I was on the Microsoft website just ready to press go, logged in, ready to go to get one. And I got one. And I was so happy that I was able to get one. And now I'm not bragging here. I understand how hard they are to get right now, and I hope that as time goes on, it'll be easier for people to get the consoles that they want to have. But one of the I'm a big Halo nerd. I love Halo Infinite. I'm not a huge fan of the way the multiplayer is right now, but I think there's going to be some changes. And I hope there is, because I really want to love it. I really do. I like it. I don't love it. And I really want to love it. So, I hope that there's going to be some changes when the actual game actually releases with the campaign and everything. So hang on, I'll get you in a second. So anyways, I grew up, as an Xbox guy. My first console, though, ironically, was a PlayStation 2. And I played, and I fell in love with pro wrestling. I didn't watch pro wrestling, on TV, until years later. But I fell in love with pro wrestling once I got Here Comes the Pain. SmackDown Here Comes the Pain on PlayStation 2, and SmackDown Shut Your Mouth, and SmackDown 2 Just Bring It. Those were my games. Granted, I love them just because they were mindless bullshit fun, and I like games like that are just mindless fun. You know, I would play SmackDown versus Raw. I will agree, one of the best game series ever made. I will agree with that. I really love SmackDown versus Raw too as well. Speaking of which, normally Mondays, so today,
Taya Cooper. 3 points. New York calls timeout.
Mondays are usually my whatever streaming days. You know,
For the Sparks.
usually. Meaning, like, I don't have, like, a set game that I do, because I do RCW on Wednesdays and RCW Relentless, which is kind of like an ECW version of RCW, on Fridays. And then, you know, I sometimes stream on the weekends. I do the RCW pay-per-views on the weekends because I want it to be, like, true to real life. Like, either Saturday or Sunday is usually when I do those. But on Mondays, obviously, this is just a little bit of a series. This is just a little bit of, like, a what-if scenario for those of you that are new to the channel, and either on the YouTube side of things or here on Glimish. This is just a what-if scenario, or what if Jordyn and Savannah Williams here never left the WNBA and for wrestling and continued to be basketball players. Because I like to create backstories of my wrestlers. I actually have this app that I can show you guys, which I will show you guys at least on stream if I'm able to. You can't get it anymore. It's because it's not on the App Store anymore. As halftime here is the New York Liberty are up 54-42. But it's an app that I've been using for probably a good 3 years, because that's how long I've been doing my RCW universe, is 3 years. August 21st, 2018 is when we first started. So, yeah, it's been going on a long time. And I'd be lying if I said that because of that universe, because of what we built here on the YouTube side of things, and on Glimish so far, and on Twitch, wherever you've seen me, because of the community that we've built, and because of the universe that we built together as a community, I've had the opportunity to tell wrestlers like Mick Foley. I met him a while back, and I met Darby Allin, Sammy Guevara, and Santana and Ortiz of AEW, and I met those guys, and I met Chris Jericho this year, and just having the opportunity to tell those guys, like, this is what I do. Like, I don't do it for a living like you do every day, but this is what I do, and to have them. And I also met Anna Jay of the Dark Order. Anna Jay was an absolute sweetheart. She absolutely, like, was phenomenal. I had a VIP experience when AEW came around to my neck of the woods, and you know, to hear guys like Darby and guys like Jericho, you know, basically tell you that they want you in AEW with them. And you know, I'm 22 years old for context. You know, I'm 22 years old, and you know, I've been through a lot in my life. I'll say that. You know, I was when I was born, I was told I'd never walk or talk again, and I'm doing both. And so, you know, I've been through the ringer quite a few times. You know, having, you know, under maybe a dozen surgeries, and you know, brain damage, permanent brain damage. You know, no big deal. No big deal. You know, and by the way, I make jokes about it. I make jokes about it, so, you know, don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. It's the way I get through shit. But to have those guys, you know, tell some random 22-year-old wrestling fan that they want you in AEW and they want you with them and performing with them and being backstage with them, even, you know, planning storylines with them, whatever you want to call it. Like, to have that is pretty damn cool. You know, to have Mick Foley tell you that you know, he reminds you of himself is pretty dope. I couldn't believe it when he had told me that. You know, and I said, well, I ain't like you know, jumping off of frickin' cages and shit and nearly killing myself in the ring and shit, like, you know. I ain't that ballsy, but you know. So, you know, basically what I'm trying to say is thank you to all you guys for, you know, sticking with me for this long, and you know, and I hope you guys enjoy the content. You know, tell your friends, tell your mama, your family, whatever. Good defense there. They gotta shoot it. Not gonna get it though. Allowing females in my park would be super dope. Allowing females in my park would be really, really dope. Would be really, really cool. The New York Liberty are out to quite a commanding lead here. 81-58, I believe. That's the score here at the end of the third. We get into the fourth. Let's look at the assists of the game. And it's Savannah dropping a 3. Got to make sure to get a thumbnail from this too. At some point. Let's look. Savannah's got 48 points right now. That's insane. Like I said, it's going to be a toss-up between her sister and her for the MVP. She tries for the 3 again, trying to hit that 50 burger, as they say. And can't quite do it. That doesn't really matter. MVP, you know, MVP status in your rookie year. I mean, of course, that's something to brag about for Jordyn, you know. But, you know, statuses really don't matter to them. It's about, you know, creating a legacy. You know, same thing with the Outlaws and the family in RCW. Is they they want to create a legacy. It's not about titles. It's not about championships. It's about leaving a legacy behind, making people remember who you are.
Taya Cooper.
Because, I mean, Rock, Ric Flair, those guys were remembered more than just for championship reigns. You're not doing anything with the ball, but Savannah's going to do something and can't get the 3 ball to land. She's gone for some dunks, you know, done some two-handed jams in the past. She's more of a weapon beyond the arc.
Nia Coffey.
Free ball right there. Unfortunate. But, you know, still the Liberty still have a commanding lead, so it's not like it's the end of the world here. Savannah's going to pull up for another three, and she's going to drain it. Let's take a look at that one there. Right in her face, too. And I gotta say, I love, this is what needs to be in WWE right here. You know, the sweat physics and just everything that 2K has. Like, just please just let that be in WWE. Like, I would just love it if all of that shit was in WWE. Like, it's not like they can't do this. It's not like they can't do this. Like, it would be so amazing if they were able to do this shit. Like, the eyes, like, the way the characters look and stuff like that. That looks just beautiful, you know? That's what I'm hoping 2K22 looks like. I really need to see what the Creation Suite looks like for WWE 2K22. The Liberty are in this. They got a commanding lead here. They're probably going to continue their win streak by the looks of it. Jordyn, obviously switching her number to number 8 to honor the late great Kobe. Savannah number 24 after Kobe as well. Said that Jordyn said that that's the reason why they play. It's for that man right there. One of the main reasons why, like, I even watched basketball was because of Kobe. And it still doesn't feel real that he's no longer with us, at least in this life. Savannah with almost 60 points. That's just insane. You know, and a little bit of history for you guys. Jordyn was not in the starting 5 her rookie season. She was not. And also, Savannah and Jordyn are both undrafted free agents out of Michigan. Three ball, there it is.
3 points.
Didn't do much about that. You know, Savannah was guarding somebody. Oh, she's going to go up.
Amanda Zali B. Second personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for New York.
You hear those chants?
Williams. 2 shots.
Exactly. Savannah making a good argument there for MVP. But like I said, Jordyn's had a lot of really good games too as well.
Brittany Sykes.
On with
Assisted by
found you that controller if you want to order it. What website is it on? I want that. I want it. Best Buy? Oh.
Brittany Sykes.
It's unfortunate that it's not on Amazon because I like Amazon because I can get it quicker, but I honestly don't care. I just want it. I just want that 20. And I already have like 5 or 6 controllers, but I don't give 2 shits. I just want it because it's the 20th anniversary controller. But I already have like 6 or 7 controllers, but the Forza ones, oh, like I'm not even that big into racing games, but just the design of that looks sexy as hell.
Brittany Sykes. The assist. Nia Coffey. That's a three-pointer. Williams.
How many is she up now? Almost 70. Seriously, she's gonna beat Jordyn's record at 62. She already beat Jordyn already. And she's gonna do it again. Is she gonna get 70? Yeah, she is. She's gonna get 70 points. And scored in one game. Like I said, this woman is a one-woman wrecking crew right now. One-woman wrecking crew. And she's gonna get a board. Just adding to the totals. Taking another 3 and draining another one. You might as well give her one. This is an absolute statement right here. You know, they are looking... I'm pretty sure the Aces are watching this right now.
Brittany Sykes.
You know, and if they make the playoffs, oh, it's going to be a wild one. Does Liberty take this? 109 to 87.
Thank you for coming out and supporting
Huge, huge game by Savannah.
Get home safely, and we'll see you at the next event.
Can they continue this all the way in? The end of the season and into the playoffs.